Good afternoon, everybody. I thought it was morning, but it's afternoon. It's former Councillor Wes Craig. It is Monday, November the 21st, and it's around 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Might be closer to noon. And it's not always politics. Sometimes I like to post other things like cow videos and farm videos, and because we just bought this hobby farm this year, and sometimes I like to post those videos too. It snowed, obviously. It's Alberta, it snows. But it's not cold out right now, which is really nice. And so today we're going to work on this. This is one of the relics that was on the property, along with this this Impala here in the collapsed barn. There's some engine and stuff, but this relic, this Massey Harris 44 Special, I kind of grew sentimentally attached to it, and I really would like to get it up and running because I like the feeling. I like the feeling of a sense of accomplishment, which is why I don't like throwing old things away. I like to repurpose them if possible. I got my my supervisor. Where's my supervisor? There he is. There he is. I got my supervisor watching me, so I got to do a good job. That's Teddy Bear, as you all know. So I want to give a shout out to Tractor Man. Tractor Man, I think 44 on YouTube. He's a good man. He's been helping me along the way on this. He's been answering my questions. And as you all know, I love questions. I love answering questions. I like asking questions that get answered. I hate being ignored. I really, really hate being ignored, especially by media folks and talking heads who really shouldn't ignore the message I have to say. But that's for another video, another day. This video is about this particular tractor. So I want to show you all what's going on so far. I mean, when you get an old tractor like this, you expect that some tubes and stuff are going to be cracked and whatnot. You expect all that stuff, right? So I just really wanted to get it going. So Tractor Man's been helping me along. This here is the choke lever, and it's functioning perfectly. There's not a problem with it. I've lubricated and it's just happy. That's actually the carb. I thought this was the carb area. It has this bowl thing that sits underneath here. It looks like a shot glass, believe it or not, and it's called a sediment catcher. So I put a new battery in this. I'm going to show you the new battery. What I did is I put the new battery in there, obviously, but I also cleaned up the wiring in it. I put new battery posts on both sides. I put the proper felt underneath. I put covers on there, and I cleaned up the wiring and respliced it to go in there. Just to clean up those issues there. And to be honest, I didn't know what 3/4 of the levers and stuff were on this thing. I thought that one of those was the gas and one of them was the brake and one of them was the clutch, but apparently this here levers the gas. And so yeah, to give it gas, you give it gas. So that's kind of cool. This is the starting button. That's the key. I have no idea what that is. That's the amp gauge, the oil gauge, and I'm thinking the fuel gauge, but it's kind of blown out so I can't see it. And I have no idea what that lever type thing does. And as far as all these levers go, yeah, I got nothing. I have absolutely no idea. This is the PTO. It still actually rotates and turns, so it's still good. The gears still freely good. So I tried. Pardon me. I tried to get it going, and it just wouldn't fire. It just wouldn't fire. So I called up Tractor Man, or I messaged him, and he messaged me back because he's a good man. And he said that, you know, you're probably not getting enough fuel from the carburetor down in, or from the fuel line, from the fuel line. That's this thing all the way down to the carburetor. So he said, take the carburetor line off, just blow some air in there, and it'll unclog whatever's clogged up in there. So I decided to go a different route because I've never done this before, and I just took the whole thing right off. I took the whole assembly right off, and so I can clean it out in there and just clean it properly. Problem is I put gas into this gas tank, and there ain't nothing coming out. There's no gas coming out, which means that somewhere in there is really gummed up. Now he said that there's a little filtery type thing up in there, and it's probably jammed up, so I gotta find a way to empty the tank. Now I think that this thing which is pretty much seized in there, is a way to empty the tank. So I'm going to try to take that off and clean it up and drain whatever gum is in there and clean that up and give it a go. I got my spray clean here, and well, we're gonna try. Anyway, Tractor Man, watch Tractor Man videos, because you're a good man and you answer questions, and that's really important to me, because I love, if anybody's ever followed my personal channel, I love questions. I know I wrote my book. I was never afraid of questions, and on Truth Social and on my YouTube channel, or my Rumble channel, sorry, I said a bad word there. I have gotten a lot of questions, and I love answering them, because if there's a question I can't answer, that means that the program's flawed and needs to be reworked. So some people get really annoyed at questions and they take offense at them, but if your program's solid and if your plan is solid, then it should be up to questions, and people without an ego should be able to answer the question. So this Tractor Man guy, he's a good man, and he answers the questions when I asked him. So I can't say enough about him. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on this bad boy before my wife starts yelling at me about slacking. Bye.